Good morning and welcome to this episode of Grandma Carmen's Kitchen. Today we are going to do a TEMU review. I want to let everybody know that this is not paid or sponsored by TEMU in any way. I went ahead, I ordered these things just out of my own personal curiosity, and they seem to have some really awesome looking things. Now, that's not to say that if TEMU approached me and asked me to do a sponsored review, I would be more than thrilled to do that. But at this point in time, this review is 100% unpaid and my own personal opinion. Okay, so let's get started. This is two TEMU orders, but they came in so close to each other that I just decided to turn it into one big review. Now, some of the things I have taken out of the package ahead of time just to kind of check them out so that this review could run smoothly. And if you like doing hands-free videoing with your phone, I have one special item that I got for that, and just hang on and we'll get to that one later. But let's see here. First, to start, we'll start with these. I got just this normal pack of these squeeze bottles, like you would use for condiments, mustard, ketchup, mayonnaise, whatever. However, and we got them in two different sizes, and there's little caps on the spouts. Actually, these seem to be nice. To be honest, for the dollar whatever I paid for them, because I'm sure they weren't much, maybe $2. I didn't expect them to be. The plastic is nice and thick. It's flexible so that you can squeeze it without it wanting to crack. Let's see. Lid screws on tight, doesn't cross thread, and oh wow, look at this. The little cap is actually on a hinge, not just that piece of little strip of plastic like the ones we've always used in the past, like the red and yellow ones. Okay, nice little hinge. I'm really liking that. So now I'm starting a soap making business, and a lot of the designs in the soaps, they use these squeeze bottles to accomplish that. So I bought them for that reason. Well, okay, look, we're just gonna set them right there. Now, while we're still on the soap making, I also, TEMU has some awesome prices on silicone molds for soap making, candy making, whatever. So, for just, I believe this one was $4.88. Now, I've been looking at this exact same mold on Amazon, and Amazon wanted $11 for it. So I had it on my wish list and hadn't decided to buy it yet. $4.88, and I got my silicone mold with the sun and moon to make my bar soaps. I am so excited. I wanted this one so bad. But really, with everything I've invested so far in the soap business, this had to be further down on the list of wishes. So, and then I also found for 88 cents each, so I bought 4 of them so I can pour a decent amount at one time, these little silicone molds. Let me flip it this side. With this really cute little design in them. Okay. And I am learning all my equipment still, so sorry about the lighting if you can't see the design well. But I got 4 of these for bar soaps. Hand soap. Ha ha, cute, huh? Yes, that was pun intended, and that's why I bought it. Okay, so we got 4 of those, 88 cents each. Beautiful silicone molds of the same quality you would buy at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Amazon, wherever. Beautiful quality on my silicone molds. I couldn't be happier. So then, oh, well, okay, we have 2 more soap-related items, and then we'll move on. Or I should say different items. Okay, so I wanted to get some of these to see if I would feature them on my sales table this summer at the fairs and markets I'll be selling at. I absolutely love the design. This little soap dish, I think this is just adorable. However, this suction cup was garbage. It will not suction even on a slick, clean piece of glass. So, I still intend to keep this one. I'm just going to use some kind of temporary adhesive, some of that 3M stuff or something, and stick this down on the back of the sink. Now, I did say I got 2 of these. I got the light green. I got a dark green. Now, however, in this dark green one, the suction cup does look slightly better. At least it's cupped instead of flat. So, I'm still holding out hopes for the dark green one. So I may have one for sale on my table this season if this suction cup works. But I guess I'll be keeping the light green one because it needs help. But at any rate, also, if you go ahead in TEMU, I also did see this leaf design. These were like the $1 or something. I paid just slightly over $1 a piece for these. They have some of these in a variety of different designs with a variety of different bases that cost just slightly more. And now I wish I'd bought one of those to try. I still may buy an upgraded version just to see if the base is better. So that takes care of the soap, those soap dishes. Now, this soap dish seems to be an interesting little contraption, and we're going to test it out right here on camera. So you take the lid off. Now, this is kind of tight, which is a good thing because it's spring-loaded on the inside. So you take your 2 pieces apart, or actually 3. You're going to put the spring base back down in the bottom. Then, you're going to take a piece of soap that fits. Here, what we got here is just some of my homemade soaps. I've got a Bath and Body bar, a Grubby Hands bar, and a dish soap bar. So I'm deciding, it could be used on any of these. I'm thinking it might really come in handy on the Grubby Hands bar, though. We put the Grubby Hand bar in there. And then we snap the top back on. So you've got the Grubby Hand, whoops. I know I was off camera, I'm sorry. Put the Grubby Hand bar in. And then we're going to snap the lid back on. The top, the rollers. Okay, now, there's that. I've got the rollers here. There's the bar of soap and the spring underneath to hold it against the rollers. Now, you're supposed to be able to either take your wet hands or a wet sponge or dishcloth, and then you do this. And, well, I would definitely suggest we do it over something to catch the drips. And then we're supposed to be able to run our, well, what I'm seeing, okay. Okay. Supposed to be able to run like this, and then the moisture gets on the soap and soaps your rag or whatever. So let me see if I can get some water down onto the soap and then see what we can accomplish here. And we have soap on the sponge. It's there. I mean, I can, yep, soap on the sponge. Now, when your bar of soap is brand new and hard, it's going to take a little working at first to moisten that soap and get it to start sudsing. But this little soap dish is 100% what they claimed it to be. And I think I'm really going to love this. And I'm hoping that after everything is wet, good and wetted down, that with it being the grubby hand bar, I could just do something like this with my wet hand. And yes, look at this. I get soap on my wet hand. Kind of hard to see in the lighting, but see, you can see the suds right there. So we get soap on the wet hand, and you don't have to actually ever physically pick up the bar of soap itself. It stays self-contained, and the spring load holds it up against the entire time. So that was a great success. I'm glad I bought that one. Oh, and then we can put the lid back on and the sponge on. Okay, so moving right on to the next piece. What have we got next that we want to look at? Okay, well, here. I also bought a package of these silicone lids for your storage containers in the refrigerator. Now, I had recently seen another YouTuber reviewing these from Dollar Tree, but my Dollar Tree didn't have any. So I got 6 of these for $2, and I want to say $2.08, I believe, $2.18, something like that. And I love them. Here, we'll give a little example here. I'll just grab this container. All you do is just match up the closest lid to the container you want to use. In this case, I want to go one smaller. See, I like it to be just slightly smaller than the container. See? And then you just stretch it on. And it's completely airtight and liquid tight. Let me know. That's not coming off. It sticks. I've tried these. I've tested this. This is a plastic, a textured plastic. Tried them on glass. I've tried them on other types of plastic. And they seem to stick really well on all of it. Here, let's do an experiment here with my coffee cup. Let's just take, let's see. This one will fit my coffee cup. Let's see what happens. Get it on there. Because there is coffee in my cup. Suppose I should have showed everybody that first, but I didn't. So you're just going to believe. I'll show you when we take the lid back off. Okay. So Now we will test and see how strong my faith in the product is. There's coffee in my cup. See the coffee? It's in there. Yay. I like these things. Okay, so there's another score of 100 A+ for the silicone bowl covers. Now, the thing I would suggest is, yes, these were $2.08 for 6. Now, they give you options. You can buy them as many individual sets of 6 you want, or you can get 4 sets of 6 for over $11. So be conscious of this. Do your math. Buy 4 individual sets of 6, obviously, instead of the 4-pack for 11 something. 4 individual sets are only going to cost you $8.32, not 11 something. So always be conscious of that. Every penny, because remember, every penny you save is just as good as any other kind. So, A+ 100% for our silicone lids. So, then we move on to the next item, and we have, this awesome little light. So I'm going to do this in a 2-parter. Now, I have to confess and admit that I am the big dummy that did not pay attention to what I was reading on the listing for this light. So I got all excited, and I thought I had ordered one of those little lights that when you screw it in, it's the little light with the little tiny fan. I should have known I wasn't going to get something like that for $5. I believe this was $5.48. So, I cannot blame TEMU or the listing for my own incompetence. Okay? When I went back and read it, I got exactly what they listed. I just didn't pay attention to what I was reading is what happened. So what I really got, though, was this cool little LED light, and all 4 wings are lights. And it just screws into a normal light socket. Now, the fun part, say that socket you don't have room for all the wings, you can flip one up and out of the way. And then you only have 3 of the lights, but it'll fit where you need it. Or you can flip them all up. Now, I haven't plugged it in or turned it on yet, so I don't know if these stay lit when they're flipped up. But as you see here, I live in an RV. So my kitchen here behind us is very small. And up under the cabinet, okay, I don't have the under cabinet light fixture that I wish I had. So I have a little lamp sitting over on my countertop that takes up room. However, under the cabinet, I do have a plug-in. A receptacle with 2 plugs. So I ordered these. And these came 2 in the package for $3 something. But now I have a plug-in light socket with an on and off switch. I can plug this in where I need it in the ceiling, and then I can attach this. Actually, I'm saying I may need to make one more modification because I would like it to hang this way. So I may need one more adapter up here to plug it in, but right now it's going to plug in and it's going to face this direction, plugged in. But, same thing. Then I can fold wings back if I need to. And I'm thinking where it's plugged in here, one of these will probably be more of a configuration like this for now. But still, I really like it. So, there was this setup when you need a new light somewhere. Okay, next, also, living in the forest, literally. We do have a lot of trouble with the outdoor critters coming in. We have mice and voles and chipmunks and whatnot. For some reason, these creatures really like anything silicone. So now they've already eaten two, count them, two of my silicone funnels. So I did order me some new little silicone funnels. These seem really nice. I don't need anything any bigger. And they came two in the package. I got a green one and a blue one. These are going to get put into a rodent-proof cupboard. Then, then as you see, the shirt I'm wearing today, my I Survived shirt. We're all survivors up here of the holiday farm fire. From Labor Day 2020. And, you know, everybody up here lost something. And here a while back, my daughter-in-law had mentioned that she lost her Angry Mama microwave cleaner in the fire. And lo and behold, look what TEMU had. The Angry Mama, and I was able to order it in my daughter-in-law's favorite color. So Tracy, here's a new purple Angry Mama to replace yours that was lost in the fire. Then I also, because the new name of my soap company is going to have Dragonfly in it. And I'll share the entire new name once it's registered and debuted. But I've always wanted to do one of these little metal puzzles. Now this one, because everything was packed in a bag, it did come kind of bent. So I opened it already to take a look. But honestly, okay, here's the metal puzzle pieces. And actually, they're not so badly bent that I can't fix it. Because you see, this little dragonfly is going to end up being my mascot and my logo for my new company. So I will fix him, and when I debut the name of the company, the completed dragonfly in all of his glory will be debuted as well. Alrighty, where are we at now? Okay, we're getting close to the end, guys. So one more thing before we get to that one piece we've all been waiting for is, because of those rodents that keep eating my silicone, I decided to try a new style mouse trap. So we're gonna bait this sucker and see what comes of it, because I'm tired of my items in my storage being destroyed. And the worst part of it all is I have a 10-year-old lovebird. And these rodents have figured out how to get into her cage and steal all of her food and water. Overnight. That has to stop. My poor little bird that has been terrified by this. So, Mr. Mouse, you've met your match. Because I'm all about, not wanting to kill anything for any reason. But these rodents are terrifying and terrorizing my bird. That's where I draw the line. Now, here we go. I started looking at these because, you know, I also do the grocery haul videos, and I want to do some more out on location type videos as the weather gets better. However, it's really a pain to hold the phone in one hand while you're trying to do your video and do anything else you need to do one-handed, especially when you're shopping. I don't know about you. I don't shop well one-handed. So I started looking around and pricing mounts or harnesses or whatever to be able to wear my phone. And they were coming in. The cheapest I could find was like $15. They went up from there. Enter TEMU. Beautiful harness. I've already tried it on. I mean, and with even doesn't look real big, but it's elastic. And I figured I would have to adjust it out. I didn't. It fits perfect. Now, there's no instructions in the bag with it. However, on the listing page for the item, and this one came in at just right at $5.50. On the listing page are the instructions. You're going to take this screw, and let me get over here where you can see it, I hope. And this piece here at the top slips down onto this larger piece. You attach it with this screw. I didn't take it back apart because it was a real pain. The screw is long, takes forever to screw it back in. So that's all you do with this piece. And then you simply take it, make sure the wings are pointed up, and you snap it on the front of the mount like that. And then you put your camera in the holder, you screw that to the front right here. You're wearing it. Now you can orientate your camera for portrait or landscape. Turn on your camera and you can adjust it just where you need it and lock it in place. Now, you are now wearing your camera totally hands-free. Everything you're doing is on a first-person perspective. And the camera sees whatever you see. So I can hardly wait to start using this. Anyway, so that was the total of my TEMU haul this time. And I've already got another shopping cart started. And I'm going to go in there and probably here pretty soon. Because they do request a $15 minimum order before you get the, so that you can get the free shipping. And at those prices, you can end up with a pretty good haul. So, I mean, everything I've showed you today came in, I bought for less than 40 bucks. So I think that was a pretty good deal. I do like the quality on most of their products. Like I said, little things like that suction cup on the one soap dish, epic fail on that one suction cup. But when you're paying that low of a price, you have to expect a certain failure rate. I mean, come on, let's get real. I'm confident that had I went ahead and spent the $3 on the more upgraded version of the base, that there would have been no problem. So I'm going to have to order one of those and find out and let you guys know. So, I think for now, we're going to call it a day and wrap this video up. and I've got some exciting episodes in the works that will be airing soon. So please stay tuned, come back. I would really love it if you would like, subscribe, and share this video. Blessings, everybody, and have a great Saturday. Bye-bye.